Yo, 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 yo. Blessings, blessings. We in this thing. First of the month, December the 1st. In Q4 2020. Let's go ahead and look at the screen. Go ahead and hide the indicators. And let's, look at our top 6. Starting with, of course, the DXY, right? Continuing the bearishness from the previous month and even the continuation of the week. The dollar gaining strength, euro dollar gaining strength, pound dollar gaining strength, and the indices, tech and S&P gaining strength as well. But what I'm noticing is that we are retracing from the downtrend that has happened in Q4. So looking at one thing at a time, if the beginning of Q4 was October the 1st, right? And October the 1st is here. I can see that after the beginning of the quarter, this specific quarter, we've had bearish sentiment. So now that we're in the last month of the year, we're going to see, okay, is price going to make new lows on this monthly candle? Meaning, is this monthly candle going to continue to be bearish for the dollar, giving strength into the other markets and the XXX USD markets? If so, it's probably going to happen from this demand zone that I'm seeing on the monthly, opposed to these, the supply. So I'm gonna use these two side by side and continue to walk myself down. On the specific day of today, on Thursday, right, if I don't see anything that's worth taking, right, for instance, this is the 30-minute time frame on tech, 30-minute time frame. Actually, I have a multi-view screen. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's go ahead and delete everything off the screen. If I don't see anything on these markets, I'm not gonna force myself in. Just massive bullishness on the first day. Pretty much people expecting the trend to continue, especially as demand kept respecting itself over and over again. Right? You know what to look for. Actually, like this. This is kind of crazy. It tapped into the supply here, trace back down into the 618 sweet spot, dipped. Came back right in here. Boom. Amazing when you know what to look for and the market will present stuff for you. So anyways, like, I'm not really seeing any massive things that are sticking out to me right now on any market. Even though there's strength being gained, and even though the market is moving, there's risk to reward, right? There's high probabilities. I don't see any high probabilistic setups. That being said, when I began to analyze myself, looking at specific price points, I see we're at 105.1. I see we're just slightly below 1.05 for euro dollar, but I do see it tapped into it. So as I go back into my multi-screen here and pull up euro dollar, actually let's go to one chart. And as I go to euro dollar, I can see price is already rejecting the highs from up here. It's not strong enough to stay. Why aren't you strong enough to stay, you might say? Here, let's do this real quick. It's from up here. It's not actually curious about that. Let's see. Can I do that? from up here. It's not. Actually curious about that. Let's see. And even though the market is moving, there's risk to reward, right? There's high probabilities. I don't see any high probabilistic setups. That being said, when I begin to analyze, okay, streams working properly as it's supposed to, it looks like. I did switch this audio file to Apple Music real quick because I want to see if there's a difference between the music that's being played and the actual audio file that's picking up that music that's being played. So one sec. So looking at specific price points, there's high probabilities. I don't see any high probabilistic setups. That being said, when I begin to analyze, okay, streams working properly as it's supposed to, it looks like. I did switch this audio file to Apple Music real quick because I want to see if there's a difference between the music that's being played and the actual audio file that's picking up that music that's being played. So one sec. And the actual audio file that's picking up that music that's being played. So one sec. So looking at specific price points, I analyze music that's being played, and that being said, okay, I'm back, and I'm not whack. I see that we got some demand on AU. Shout out to Doyle for supplying that, man. Come through with the bag. He ain't sad, he don't lag, he don't brag, he don't even have to go outside. He get to play, he ain't gotta hide. He get to rotate it, get freighted, get rated, get stated. I'ma rate it a 10 plus. I'ma go in, I ain't got no bust. And then coming in, it's leaking. It's a leak through the top. I get my pips. I ain't coming in, I ain't gonna stop till I drop that big dollar, that big wallet in my bank. I ain't stank, but it's nasty. Got that real big eek nasty. It was I just be messing around sometimes. So what did I say? I'm supposed to be looking at AU. Oh, it's tapped into. No, not really. Not really. Almost. Doyle pointed that out. Which is okay, I guess. Well, for our perspective, wish you could hide one screen at a time. Move chart forward, move chart backward. Sometimes I just want to hide the indicator specifically on one screen, but leave the others on. This far candle, this is the fourth candle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Price is rejecting up here. Okay, we got some price rejection. Looks like it's coming in contact with what? Coming in contact with what? giving you that reaction to the downside like it want. Breaking that candle. Tapped into the zone. Okay, we've now tapped. Look at the way this hourly candle is trying to close. That's definitely applied push and press down to just go right back up. You got our structure. Let's go ahead and set this up, right? Let's go ahead and set this up, man. Where my broker at? Where the broker at? Real talk, where my broker at? Where's she at? Dude, hold on, let me get right. Let me pull up OBS. Let me get right. Need to take this screen down real quick. I can put this one back up. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work. That's still not working. I think it's not working because I don't have it pulled up. Maybe. Alright, I ain't got time for this. If I don't want to do it, then I don't want to do it. Did it that time, which is weird. Okay, so prices reached into the area. Now I want to see it bullishly push up from this zone. We need our ejecting candle to close. Ooh, looks like this candle is opening. People might actually be getting aggressive. Let's see. See what they talking about. And aggressive. Okay, so now that I did that like I needed to, back to OBS. OBS right here actually. Is the full screen gone? Full screen is gone. So I can push this down real quick. Does it pause if the screen minimizes though? It does. Okay. Pull this back up real quick. Bing, bing, bink, bink. Boom, 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 boom. Pull this back up, boom, and then now I can pull this down. Pull this up. Starting to get the hang of it, man. Anyways, we're looking at here, so now I can come back to the broker. We're looking at Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, we're looking at it on a 5-minute time frame. The colors on this screen are immaculate. They're popping right now. Coming down into the last candles before the up move, touching into the supply. We have 2 minutes left before this candle, so more than likely as this candle closes, because I didn't get an aggressive, I'm not gonna get an aggressive now. I'm gonna wait. See what's happening. What's up with my risk, dog? My risk at? Ooh, dang. There goes the crazy buy. This is setting up nice though. Why isn't my, what's happening? Oh, Magic Keys, pull this up. Oh. Let's clarify. There's 15% here. only got $12 in this account. I'm not really trying to go too small here. I'm at risk, a little bit heavier. So what we're doing is, once again, we're watching price to react here. So that's doing that. Come back to the multi-view. Take this screen. Come back to trading view. Boom, come back to that. Go full screen on trading view. Okay, the candle closed. Waiting for the break. We pretty much want to see price break the high in this candle, right? I could go ahead and get in aggressive now. That's probably what I'd do, so I can not have to worry about it. So instead of 15% that I'll risk 8%. Now, boom, and at the bottom of the low, I'll go ahead and get into the trade now. Pretty much saying I don't want price to come back to the bottom of that. And the 1-to-1 will be from risking to the bottom to the top of this candle, like so. I'll put my targets up here. And then my partial. So I like to close 50% at 1-to-1 and let the rest ride 2-to-1. Goes on 50%, going for 13 pips. Set. Go AU, run it up. If it holds on the current gap, it's on. It's not going to sell for some. It's not going for sell side liquidity. It looks like it wants to hold. I agree. What brother man just said. Now we're gonna take this, minimize this. Minimize this guy. Stick you up in a corner. You up in a corner somewhere. Yeah. That way you is out the way. Okay, we're getting the push. And later on, I'm gonna edit OBS to where my screen is shown on the side as well. Let's go. We got it set up, right? We have a setup. Once again, we're looking at AUDUSD here. Starting, let's go ahead and do a quick walk down. Starting from the daily. All right, on the day, I can see the daily candle is bullish. The week trend is bullish as well, continuing with the rest of this month. Going to the 4-hour intraday, I can see that we're at the New York open 4-hour candle specifically, 23 minutes away. Who just said something on Discord? Who's that? Do people be messaging me? I be hearing it going off and I don't know what it be. Not telling me either. Turn that back off. Focus mode off. Notifications. Boom, notifications. Interesting. I don't know why Discord's not popping up on that side. I don't know who was messaging me or what was going on, but I don't see. Oh, he's talking about something. Let's go AU. Who is that? Who's saying something? That's got to be in the homework channel down here. Oh, who's talking, bro? You going crazy though? Go. We're breaking this down a little bit further. right? Price came out and tucked into our 5-minute demand down here. We were buying the rejection of the candle. This is our bearish candle that rejected out of the zone. This is our next bullish candle that came in and also rejected out of the zone. So in terms of the break of the candle I was looking for, normally we want the break of the wick of the rejecting candle, which is so. But I got in a little bit earlier and got in right at the open of the previous candle, but we have to clarify on the break, right? So I'm going to use a break, let's be specific, and I'm going to use the break of the previous bearish candle. So when I line up my risk to reward and I get in for buy positions, I may be entering off the break of this bearish candle here. But when it comes to risking my stops, the structure is, you know what I'm saying, down here. So what does that mean? I'm going to put my stop below its structure here. How many points is that? 8 points. Okay. 8-point trade. You know, technically like that, price already hit his 1-to-1. But I'm not going to line it up like that. I'm going to line it up. That's just off my first entry opportunity. And then this is my second entry area of opportunity, area of interest to get in. So now, instead of risking 8, okay, I risk 10. I'm okay with that. Boom, still going for a 1-to-1. Oh, so he got an aggressive too. That was a good aggressive time to get in. Okay, so we got some reactions here. What you want to see? Price lining up down here. The reason I like using this chart specifically at the multi-view, seeing how the 5 and 30-minute line up with each other, pushing price up. Look, you literally can see price being made into a new candle, pushing it up higher. Okay, so as price is being pushed up higher past 0.68 200, okay, that's going to be getting closer and closer to my target. You know what I'm saying? And we up. Q4 looking like Q1. Funny. So that's just a waiting game. So this is actually a nice MES. The push back down. I'm gonna line this up a little bit better so I can be more specific on what I'm going for as in terms of target. I'm gonna measure my fib from this low to this high, and we're gonna put that thing on beat easy. So the orange lines represent 30 to 60%, around between 25, 25, around 27 to 61%. And in these areas, price has reactive traits that doesn't really allow it to stabilize itself when it goes in one direction, or when it's going in a direction. Excuse me. When it, notice how when it impulsed up, the price began to retrace just a little bit. Now it wants that like it wants to go back up again. So the reason I did that is so when I pull up entries right here and I'm comparing price to where it's at, actually I can see on this fib there's no 618. Let's change that. Fibo. Yes. Okay, and let's add negative 618, negative 0.618. I'm gonna type in negative 620. There we go. Price is pushing, boy. Get up there, shawty. Get up there, shawty. Got an alert here. I know when my target is smashed. I'm not even really worried about it. Based off this 30-minute candle closure, I'm probably lining up with the 15-minute as well. Not worried about it at all. Boom. Smack the target. Kind of want to get in again. Instead of getting in again, I'll let it hit my partial, which it didn't. Didn't hit it yet, which is crazy. Let's see if it's going to. CP hit. Let's go. Not as being trifling. Not it tapped into the one and didn't want to go. So this is where you have spread, things of that nature. Believe on the settings on here. Let's see if it's gonna do it though. I want to actually watch it do it so we can see price move my stop loss and close the trade in action. I wanted to do it. Be patient. Watch price push up. Come on. Come on, candle. Don't do me like that. More than likely it is because the way that I trade these levels are specifically like this on purpose. Oh. Yeah, and that's the rejection. I'm still gonna continue to hold it though. Trigger based on chart price and no spread included. So if that's the case, why didn't it activate? Partial TP, initial pips difference. Position should be closed. Number of open trades. RR. And the close and partial SP is hit. That's correct. There we go. Price is above my level now. Why is it not activating that partial? It's crazy. It's not even like it wants to activate. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out why that's not doing that. 2, 1, 1. I want to wait a little bit longer because maybe the spread. Yeah, it was a spread. Okay, boom. There it was. It actually did not close nor partial. I'm gonna have to manually do it. I have to manually close a position. Close out the first one. Top one, boom. All right, so close out the first one at 1-1. Got the next one, go for 2-1. Simple. I'll actually move my SL. Profit a little bit, not that much. Good God. Negative 27 level. And nice. I got a small account right now because I'm just practicing at the end of the year. I'm not really trying to go crazy. Practicing my setups, practicing the trade. So this lined up perfectly. Which is nice. So let's go ahead and line it up real quick. Okay, so this is my identified area of interest. We got our first engulfing. followed by a breaking, rejecting candle. Okay, this is our identified rejecting candle, and the other one is the break. So as I mark this up now, and price had an opportunity to come below 0.68 and below, we're cruising for that 2-to-1 easy. Actually, while the markets are moving, let's look at it real quick, because we're 10 minutes till looking at today's price action. DX wash profit. All right, I'll be right back. Price is reaching. It's reaching. It's reaching. It's reaching. It's reaching. It's reaching. It's reaching. 5 minutes into the open. I'm actually about to go ahead and close. I do see price pushing up, but I don't want to be in the in-between. I'll kind of go ahead and take market is giving me. In fact, I'll just put my stops below here. Just tempted to go ahead and close, which I am. I'm straight with that. OBS just disconnected. Reconnection successful. What was that? Never had that happen before. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna continue like nothing happened because nothing really happened, I guess. Price is going though, man. It's wild. Get the S&P real quick because like it's a possible setup as well. Broke out of your Asian. Wait, this is a setup. My eyes are getting deceived by all these lines, but I know what the lines are. This right here is the monthly and daily open. So prices edging above the monthly. We broke up, we shot up explosively up at 8:30, came back down, touched this level of demand that was down here with one candle, and it irked up. Now we are in between these two levels right here. Now we gotta wait for price to break out of them two again. You're either trying to catch the lows down here to walk yourself back up, or waiting for price to get above that point. Those are some tricky ways of trading. I'm not gonna lie, the NDC markets are nothing to play around with. A lot more higher skill levels required. Look at that thing busting, baby. Look at that thing busting. I believe it just touched it 2-to-1. It did. Let's go. So if you measure the rejecting of the count, yep, he measured it exactly like I did. All right. 1 sec. Okay, look at it as soon as the candle opened. For is my OBS keep disconnecting? Is my hold on? Let me pull up my task manager. I'm chilling. I'm big chilling. I am using a good bit of my memory though. I mean, that's expected. I am multitasking. Not really sure why my OBS is disconnecting. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the stream at all. That'd be dropping. I said, please try again. Please try again. So now I'm just looking at the other market, seeing if any other market gave an opportunity. And looking at EU, tapped the break during pre-London, and then did not come, and then acted like it was gonna go low as well. This is a massive push to the downside. Price created this demand right here with the engulfing of this candle. We got our engulfed demand. Price came back, retraced, gave a rejecting candle. Price broke the rejecting candle on the open. Got the wick. Valid entry. Valid trade. Gone. Nice 2-to-1. This thing is actually deeper than that. This thing is a runner. This boy is a runner. This is the day trade right here. Off a 15-minute. Man. Would that have been able to have been spotted from the 5-minute? Do you know what this 5/15-minute pieces look like? That's why I find it hard for me, because I often want to stay on the 15-minute. I also want to stay on the 5. So it's important to levitate between the two. And hold yourself still on a 30-minute, 1 hour and above. I don't want to be swapping too many places on the time frame. Same thing with the EMAs. I may distract a lot of people with my EMAs, but I've been trading for so long that I know little things like the 3200 on the 5, it's the 800 on the 30, which is the 200 on the 1 hour, which is the 50 on the 4. You know what I'm saying? All these things line up. This thing is strong. This is a lot of strength here. Went to the open. I just wicked down. This is giving buy. That's a buy. Tech liquidity grab on tech finna run. Interested in taking that. That's a liquidity grab. Came back and grabbed all the liquidity here. Tapped into Gone. Look at that thing. That boy is gone. I would have played it something like that for in a halfway point. Going for 25 points. I'd risk it like 30. We are at the open. If I was gonna trade the open, that's how I would trade it.
I'm still not sure about that.
All right, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Are you sure about that? You sure about that? Okay. Distractions. Definitely a liquidity grab on the indices. It might look like, I don't know, the way I'm not. This is why I don't trade the open, because it's, if you hear how many times I don't know, there's a lot of things here that are put for indecision. These certain movements, it's setting itself up for a later point in time. It says news in 10 minutes. Let's see what we got news. I don't be paying attention to news, but I'm about to start 2023. That's what I'm going to be so happy and grateful to be more aware of, to be growing in the analysis of fundamental when it comes to trading. Technical is pretty strong. At least that's where my history is, my experience is. Let's grow more with the fundamentals as I start to pay more attention to the COP reports, the COT data. Start to align my supply and demand setups with the actual supply and demand from the institutional, the banker, the higher movers. That could be whales, alright. Maybe a shark, and maybe my little shark. Best believe I'm in my shark frenzy, and I'm gonna get my gains. So 9:45, we have manufacturing. Oh, it's it's Thursday. Today's Thursday. We are at NFP week, so we have our manufacturing reports. We got someone speaking. Unemployments. It's tomorrow though. But today being Thursday, with this news, this actually right here is pretty important. It might be negative, forecasted 8.3. So, what is this? This came out to be, see, it's green, but it's negative. It's interesting. You got to pay attention. So, right, look what this is a forecast category. They were forecasting it to be 234. Right, the previous was 241, so they were already forecasting it to be less. It was less than what they forecasted, and it was less than the previous. So why is this green? Is that good news that there are less unemployment claims than previous before? Yeah, I would consider that good news. So maybe that's why that's green. You got to take these kind of things into consideration. So let's go apply this into the 8:30 p.m. chart. What does, I'll put my cursor specifically over the S&P. 8:30, right? This candle, right? It said that the news came out to be less before, so more people are working. Less people applied. So does that mean the economy is gaining because less people applied? Anyways, positive news, positive reaction to the market. Decrease to the dollar, the value. Increase into others? Nah. I think that would increase the dollar, the value, right? That's what I would think. That's what prepped to happen. But this is some indecision that's about to bounce back and forth. I'm excited to get back. I'm actually gonna get back into my harmonics as well, because this is when there's different types and styles of trading, and when I see this style of movement, I personally like to trade the harmonics. But oh, look at the rejection here. The reason being is because I can align my fibs and I can let that fib talk. You know what I'm saying? Let that fib talk and let me not really even have to do anything at that point. More into, right, let's hide this, right? If I look at the market like this, let's just do a quick breakdown real quick. If I go to the daily time frame, hide those indicators, and let's look at a more easier one. Be a little bit more. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the market is tough, and it's all perspective anyway. So what I see is gonna be different than what you see, obviously. Okay, here's something I got on the chart right here. Boom, I don't even gotta do nothing. So there's gold, and what I'm pretty much doing is counting the highs and lows sequences. This is our origin, right? Our 0 point. We have our origin. Price came down, made a low. Price came back up, made a high. Stay with me, 0, 1, 2. Okay. And then price came down and broke all of these lows that were chilling in here in one candle. Pay attention to how price does that, because price does things on purpose. It even leaves gaps so price can come back and touch into here. Boom, another engulfing. Price moves so amazingly when you know how to watch for certain key levels, for certain areas, certain things that are happening at certain points in time. Anyways, where I'm getting at, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice how when we came down to 7, price then began to reject. Specifically, this is 2. What this means by 2, I'm going to visually explain what 2 is. This is our origin to 1. This is counting that our third wave is our first wave. And I duplicated this arrow right here, and I went, boom. This is around the area where price completed itself. Coincidence? I'll let you decide. What I'm going to decide to do is wait for demand zone to stack itself here and show itself. So this is a little bit more complex in an area of, man, how you want to say it, but I'm not really paying attention to that as much as I am to this price level right here, being at that 1637. So I'm looking, you could say I'm looking to enter here, but what I'm looking for is price to reject here so I can have an area of interest to buy from, so I can put my stops. Now some can say, Trev, okay, I could go, you know what I'm saying, to a lower time frame and literally get in at this level, but we're just staying with the wave count theory right now. All right, so now that I've identified this as a strong level, we've now went up another level. Can I not say prices does a simple 101? Boom, simple way of trade right there. And that's what I mean by the fib levels. But when you get to doing this, certain things start happening in beautiful ways, and I can't wait. But let's simplify this. Let's see how 5 this theory is. Let's see if I can find something to happen this week, because it's not hard. Like, I'm looking at this downtrend right here. This is telling a story, as it always is. This isn't a coincidence where price is doing what it's doing from this high all the way down from here. Why did I choose this area? Well, I'm noticing that this is the first point in time where not only did we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strong bullish candles that came back and touched price does the same thing over again, came back and touched this level of supply before shooting back down. But notice how it also contacted this level of demand right here before it went back up. So there's points and waves and increments in the market, and if you know what you're looking for, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna be a beast. And I swept these lows. Lows swept. Had the money down there. Came and swept the lows. And came back and tested the what? Man, stop playing. Stop playing with it, man. It's next level stuff. You just really have to be patient. See, there's so many ways I could say I could take this. I could say, okay, I can get it. Wait till price came back and touched this area in here and got an aggressive. When price came back into this area, put him risking my stops below here, or wait for the trade to fully validate itself, giving us a rejection, getting in up here. That way I can put my stops here. Or, you know what I'm saying, I could have played this off the first break of the structure, got an aggressive, like, you know, there's so many different ways of trading that makes trading awesome. Actually waiting and utilizing that patience on another level is amazing. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm just pretty much jibber jabber. Now we're seeing that contact that we identified is moving away now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Price went dummy. Price went dummy. Is AU still moving too? What's AU doing? Oh no, I didn't even move. Price just went back. Went back, still kind of levitated. Being held out by this level of up here. But yeah, man, appreciate you for watching. Thank you. Hopefully you experienced type of growth I have. Definitely did in the pockets, definitely did in the mindset as well. I'm thinking about if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Once again, we were looking at this amazing supply and demand organ and play. We were looking at the demand down here though for AU, right here in this area. We rejected like 67985. Price came back strong. But let's let it play out. Actually gonna bring on indicator that I like to look at. Purpose of this example. And it's these black lines right here. These replicate our Asian session. I'm actually gonna replay the whole thing, kind of just talk out what happened in the day. Okay, so right here where price is playing is at 1 a.m. Price broke to the high. Remember the monthly open right now, broke to high. It came back exclusively down, broke, retest. I'm on the 5-minute time frame right here in London open. Just zigzagging, making the highs and lows. What do you think price is doing? It's making these highs and lows. Just got money chilling here. Chilling here with the bag. So when price gets ready to snap, hold on. No, what did I do? I was doing too much, that's what I did. Anyways, nonetheless, be patient, Trav. Run that back. Don't be mad. Got lost what I was saying, but when price came at 8 a.m. specifically, it's easier for me to explain it where I use these. The 4-hour candles are important. They're always telling a story and they're going to set you up for that next point in time. If you go back and look at the recording of this video, I was talking about how price looks so cool and amazing on a 30-minute time frame when the candle was still down here. You could literally see it being pushed up by these candles over here. I was watching price grow, you know, here, 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 here. These 5-minute candles are being stacked. These are actually, if I want to say on another level, positions being, you know, entered into the market. Different time frames, different emotions being cycled. Every single candle is unique. Just leave it at that. I specifically was just waiting for something to happen here in this box. After it happened here in this box, in this candle, how long does it take for each emotional, how long does it take for each cycle trader to take their own emotional cycle to put them into the market? Me, I identified what I was looking for. Here it should still be on the chart actually. It was the break of what? The rejecting candle. And what rejecting candle did I say? I was using the bearish rejecting candle because we had this candle that came down, right? Actually, replay that one by one. Watch it. Okay, you got this candle that came down, didn't really even come down 50%, but this is a huge rejection after just sweeping the highs. This is a setup. Broke the structure, swept the highs, came back into a high probabilistic setup. The value of the gaps is kind of debatable, but there is a lot here, a lot of rejection, a lot of, you know, play. Price came back, gave you your indecision, didn't come back really strong enough. This is where I first saw the analysis. I was like, it's not really strong enough. I don't like how it's reacting. I already needs to come back stronger. It did. Came back, not only did it come back reject, but it came back and pushed back down. So from an hourly standpoint, it looked so hideous. The candle was down here, ending the 4-hour candle. You know, good one of 4-hour candle was not finna. It just looked, it looked like how it's supposed to look. When you have the eye and you see it so many times, it comes back into this area. A lot of traders got in aggressive. Doyle said he got in aggressive. I was thinking about getting in aggressive. Just being patient, talking myself through the analysis, trusting myself through the analysis. But when it came back, starting to break the open of my rejecting candle, posing as the engulfing. It didn't close, which is okay. I'm identifying that. I'm waiting though. So if I did get in, you know, it is what it is. My stops are in. But when price comes back, I gotta be ready. You gotta be TTG. You gotta be trained to go, because price is already checking you up, and it's not gonna come back. It's not gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? It's gone. Shout may go. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video. That was the AU breakdown. Pretty successful day. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be back.